Hello everyone, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, just on Las Vegas Boulevard here, across the street from Caesar's Palace, and it is New Year's Eve tonight. It is 11:45, so another 15 minutes and it will be the New Year. And kind of unusual here, they have Las Vegas Boulevard closed off to all car traffic except for the police. And basically, Las Vegas Boulevard is just a boardwalk for people to walk on. And this is pretty much the only time of year that they do this, as far as I know. And this year, because of the COVID-19, I don't think they're going to have fireworks. But I'm not really sure what they're going to have when midnight comes around. But one thing that they do have a lot of is a lot of lines. So this is a line right here to the left to basically get into a daiquiri bar, and a lot of, as usual, a lot of drunk people just kind of walking around. Just gonna try to walk over to Caesar's Palace here, if that's even possible. But overall, I think it's a really good idea that they have Vegas Boulevard closed off like this, and it would be nice if they were to do this more often, because you can still access these hotels from the back, though it is pretty much gridlocked though, even right now, even with most people already here. If you want to catch a taxi cab or a Uber, using the back roads to Caesar's or Flamingo, Harrahs, it's pretty slow. But if they were to upgrade the back roads, it would be nice if they just left it kind of just like this, where Las Vegas Boulevard, people can just walk on it and not have to worry about cars and traffic and whatnot. But of course that probably won't happen, or at least not in the near future. But looks like everyone's just really hanging around Las Vegas Boulevard. Not a whole lot of people over here by Caesar's, so I'll see if I could see what's going on at Caesar's Palace. And so there's still some car traffic, but they have the driveway here to Caesar's from Vegas Boulevard. It's blocked off, and they're using these massive concrete blocks to keep out the cars. But basically, behind most hotels and even Caesar's, this road here, there's an access road that goes behind the hotel. So it is still possible to get in and out, but I would not advise driving tonight, especially right now, because it's very likely just gridlock on the back roads. I can hear a few fireworks, but I don't think they're coming from the hotels. I asked, so and I'm staying over at Harrahs, and they said that this year, because of the COVID-19 virus, that they won't be having a fireworks show. So maybe some of the tourists brought their own fireworks with them, who knows. And for some reason, they even have the entrances to a lot of these hotels barricaded, and they have a lot of hotel security at least this one side of the entrance. Let me see if the valet parking entrance is any different. And it's about 7 minutes to the new year here, so.
Okay, now we're.
I saw Nick up there. I was like, who said that? You all look great.
Thank you.
And this is the main valet parking area for Caesar's Palace. And it's usually a lot more crowded than this, but because Vegas Boulevard is closed, they can only get so many cars in here. And people should keep in mind that most of these hotels, like even Caesar's Palace, this driveway was built, I believe, back in the 1960s. And as the years went on, they added to Caesar's Palace. And this hotel might have started out at about maybe 1,000 rooms, and now it's about up to 4,000. But even though the hotel expanded, they have the basically the exact same entrance and driveway as they did in 1960. So it's usually pretty much gridlock in this area here. And even with the driveway to Vegas Boulevard closed, it pretty much still is that way. Okay, I finally made it through the hotel line. And trying to walk inside Caesar's here. All right, now inside the casino at Caesar's. And it's actually a lot less crowded in here than it is out there. And here's the table game area. Looks like they have a craps game going here. $50 table limit on these games. And to the right is some blackjack tables, and over to the left are some slot machines. And except for the outside, it's pretty much just business as usual tonight. I don't really see anything a whole lot different. And I actually thought it'd be a lot more crowded in here than it is. And some of these games, they look kind of empty. Like that roulette table over there was empty. Here's some blackjack games. But I guess if you consider most parts of California are closed, I guess Las Vegas is doing pretty well, all considering. They even have this bar off to the left open. This has been closed like the last couple weeks. Let's see what the name of this bar is. This is the Alto Bar. I'm just going to walk back over to the sportsbook area and the poker room, see what's going on there. They also used to have a nightclub here as well, off to the right. It used to be the Pier nightclub, and I think a couple years ago they changed that. It's called the Amina nightclub, and if it wasn't for the COVID-19, that would be doing pretty good business right now. And here's the sportsbook area. And there's a bar that surrounds the sportsbook. Looks like a quiet night at the sports book. And off to the right, this is the poker room at Caesars. And it looks like this is doing quite a bit better than the sports book. And it's about 5 minutes to the new year, so I'm going to try to walk back outside and see maybe if they have any fireworks or what else might be going on. They at least have all their bars open. This is the Vista Bar. For the past couple weeks, these places have been closed. And off to the left, this is the Homestead Steakhouse. It's a higher end restaurant. You can pretty much expect to pay about $100 a person, and there's still a few people eating there. And here's the hotel in a hotel. This is the Nobu Hotel inside of Caesars. And here's another bar. This is called Cleopatra's Barge. And doesn't look like they have this open tonight. This has been closed for quite some time as well. And to the right, here's another bar area. That looks like part of Cleopatra's Barge bar. And we're getting back into the casino area, just about where I came in from. Directly ahead are the table games. They just have a whole bunch of the table games right in the center here. Blackjack, roulette, craps tables, and off to the right, more slot machines, and over here to the right, this would be the cashier area. It looks like I kind of got boxed in there. And over to the right, this is the high limit table area where the basically very wealthy gamblers gamble. And here's another bar off to the right. Looks like there's a line to get in this one. This is called the Lobby Bar. There's a line to get in, but it looks kind of empty once you're inside. And this would be the main lobby check-in area. And it doesn't appear to be too busy tonight, as it's almost midnight, and most people are very likely already checked into their hotel. And I think I might have missed the New Year. And everyone is saying Happy New Year. And walking through the crowd of crazy people here. I'm not even really sure what else is going on besides just people just gathering around drinking. There's no fireworks out here, or nothing like that. But that was New Year's in Las Vegas, and now it's 2021. And I'm now in front of the Mirage Hotel and Casino, and it looks like they got this box truck here parked in front of the driveway with these portable barricades, and the people in yellow jackets are hotel security. And then out in the street, this is Las Vegas Boulevard. Every block they have several cop cars. I would say about 5, 6 cop cars. And everyone's getting excited here. They have like 5, 6 cop cars about every block, and about, I don't know, 10 police officers just standing outside making sure there's not any trouble, basically. And I'm now in front of the Venetian Hotel, and it's basically the same thing up here as well. The Las Vegas Boulevard is closed off, and in the center there's each block has maybe half dozen police cars with about 10 police officers standing in front, and then the other 2 lanes of Vegas Boulevard on each side are reserved for pedestrians to walk on, as well as the sidewalk, of course. And overall, I think this is a pretty good idea that they have everything open like this for people to walk, but they make it a little bit difficult if you want to cross the street and say go to the Venetian. But except for that, it looks like the police have things under control, and overall it's probably a pretty good idea that they have them out here, because there's people from all over the country and all over the world that come to Las Vegas, and you also get some crooks and whatnot that come here as well and might want to ruin people's fun. But definitely not a good idea to do that here on Vegas Boulevard, whether it's New Year's Eve or any other night, but especially not tonight, because every single block has just got these cops just standing out here. And it looks like the police cars, they go all the way up to the stratosphere, and I would imagine they probably start further down South Vegas Boulevard, where Excalibur and MGM are. So pretty soon, with everyone going back to their hotels, there's probably going to be more police standing outside than there are people. But looks like things are starting to thin out. It's about 15 minutes into the new year, and still in front of the Venetian Hotel, and almost to Treasure Island over here on the right. And I finally made it back to my hotel, back to Harrahs, and it looks like the crowds have thinned out here as well quite a bit. It's about 20 minutes into the new year, but still people gambling, of course. Got some blackjack tables here off to the right, and looks like an electronic craps game to the left. Overall, my review of New Year's Eve 2020 in Las Vegas, it didn't seem to be as festive as I thought it would be. But given that most major cities are closed right now, including New York City, Los Angeles, San Francisco, etc., I guess this is probably about as festive as it gets, pretty much. They did show the countdown to the New Year in Manhattan, and Times Square was completely empty. So I guess compared to Times Square, this was a rather festive event. But most New Year's Eves, though, in Las Vegas, it seemed like there was more excitement. Anyhow, overall, I guess it was okay. And it was cheap to come here. The rooms were about half the price as they normally are. Looks like it's getting a little bit more crowded here as we get closer to the hotel elevators. And I certainly hope this line to the left is not for the elevators. It looks like everyone in this line here, they are going to the hotel elevators. Those are that's the Mountain Tower. Hopefully the Valley Tower is not as bad as that.
I want her to know.
It seems like everyone's going back to their hotel room at the same time. And it looks like this might be the line here for the Valley elevators. If that's so, I might have to find another way up. I'm not sure if there's a stairway. This is like a good 20-minute line just to get back into the hotel.